In this video, I want to show you how to find the 6 trigonometric function values given a constraint, which is a very common problem that you're going to see in trigonometry textbooks. Typically, in this type of problem, you're given one of the 6 trigonometric function values already, and then over here is your constraint, okay? So I just simply start with the constraint and figure out where I need to sketch my triangle. So this tells me that angle theta is in quadrant 2. So I'm going to begin by drawing a quadrant 2 triangle. Nothing needs to be drawn to scale, but I am going to always put the theta in by the origin of that graph, of that triangle. Now that I have my triangle drawn and it's in quadrant 2, now I'm going to label the sides of this triangle. So the sine of theta given to me is 4/5. And I know that the sine is the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. So from angle theta, the opposite is 4, the hypotenuse is 5. Now we just need to complete the triangle and figure out this side. Well, you should know that a Pythagorean triple is 3, 4, 5, which makes this side 3, but actually not 3 because we're going to the left because it's in quadrant number 2. This is actually -3, okay? So now we have our triangle sketched, and from here, it's pretty much game over. Like now we're ready to just go ahead and write out the 6 trig function values. I'm gonna start with the sine, and I know like I don't need to write it because it's already given to me, but I'm gonna go ahead and write it here. I'll tell you why in a second. Cosine of theta, that's adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's gonna be -3/5, and tangent theta, that is the opposite over the adjacent, so that's -4/3. And then my reciprocals, so cosecant theta. So I just personally like to have the sign written here because then I always write the reciprocal identities underneath them, and I can just flip over all 3 of these fractions. So cosecant is 5/4. Secant is going to be -5/3, and then cotangent is going to be -3/4. And there you go. There is a 6 trig function value problem starting with a constraint, which again is a very common exercise in trigonometry.